Welcome to the Art of Community Project. This collaborative effort is designed to discover, celebrate, and encourage community building in North Central Washington. Good afternoon. I'm Rufus Woods, publisher of the Wenatchee World. I have three amazing guests with me today from Mariachi Huenachi, Ramon Rivera, the director. I've got Pilar Cuevas, who's a junior with the program, right?
Yeah.
And then Esmeralda Mora. Welcome.
Hi.
Good to have you all here. And you all just recently got to open for George Lopez, correct?
Yes.
The amazing comedian.
Comedian,
Yeah.
actor. I mean, he's been on so many movies and like cartoons and
Right.
Rio and the Smurfs and Beverly Hills Chihuahua movies. But anyway, we were just honored that. I mean, this is our second time performing on him because of our national recognized program and our articles in the Associated Press and the videos that were out nationwide. His manager was looking for a group to open up for him in 2014, and he found us online and called the school. He goes, "Would you like to open up for George Lopez?" I said, "Are you kidding? Are you kidding?" And he goes, No, I'm serious. He would like you to perform. He likes your program, and he paid for the bus. He paid for dinner. He paid
Seriously?
for everything. Because we have expenses when we go. I have a 20, 30 piece band, but he's just was a class act all the way. This last week in Spokane at the Northern Quest Resort, we got the opportunity to perform and open for his show. Two shows actually. He had a 6 o'clock and a 9 o'clock show, and he was a class act all the way. He did. He gave the time to shake every kid's hand. He gave autographs to the kids. Some of them got their cell phone signed. I thought that was really cool. They got their cell phone signed.
Seriously?
Yeah, and then Pilar got her ticket signed, right?
Yeah, I think I still have it.
Yeah, and then he also took the time to make a video and also talk to the kids because we also gave him a box of cherries. We had to,
Right.
We had
Yeah.
cherries and apricots, and I told him the kids. These are some of what the kids do. They work in cherries and they do this every day, and he couldn't believe it because I sent him our documentary, I sent him our thing, and the manager couldn't believe what kind of leadership these kids. He thought he was just a mariachi band, play a couple tunes, but he really liked the background story of these students. So he just loves their focus on education. So for an international star like George Lopez, and to have this national notoriety to our program just opens doors like this. This is a dream come true for our program.
Wow, what a great experience. Esmeralda, you just graduated, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And how long have you been in the mariachi program here?
I've been in the Mariachi program since 7th grade, and so graduating was really hard to let go of all the experiences I've had with the program, and I'm just grateful I was able to contribute to the program and really experience what it is to be part of mariachi.
Yeah, what is it for you? What is it that makes this program special? What was it that got you involved, and kind of what kept you going in the program?
Well, it's not that I consider myself, but I'm a dreamer, so I'm not allowed to go to Mexico. So knowing that here at the Wenatchee High School we were allowed to be able to participate in a program that connected me to my roots, it really helped me feel like I belonged in my culture and I belonged here and still being part of Mexico. So it really meant a lot to me that I was able to experience mariachi the way they played in Mexico. So being able to participate in playing the music was even a bigger opportunity to have. I don't know. It's a program that really means a lot to me, and so it's really hard to not be able to play with them every day.
And yeah, I'm sure you've formed really close ties with all the other students. I mean, this is a kind of it's really a tight-knit group, correct?
Yes, correct. We last year when I became president, I started these retreats that we do at the beginning of the year to get the group closer to each other, and so the logo was bringing the family together. So it does feel like a family since we spend technically night and day with each other on these trips, and we do act like brothers and sisters. We yell at each other, we laugh with each other. There's moments where we just don't want to be near each other because of all the time we spend with each other, so it does feel like a really close family.
And I'm curious, what have you learned about leadership? And you've been president. What have you learned about leadership, and how are you going to apply that going forward?
I mean, the question would be, what haven't I learned? Like, I've learned so many things about being a leader. It's really helped me push forward into getting a better education because of my leadership skills. I'm already getting job offers at Wazoo because of my leadership skills. So I think that's one of the biggest things the Mariachi program has to offer. They offer you this way to just expand yourself, because I remember, and Mr. Rivera maybe remembers, when I entered the program, I was really shy and I didn't like talking or like singing in public or, being close to the microphone. And like my senior year, I really expanded like my personality and my leadership skills, and like I became president. So it really does help it. Yeah.
That's great. And so you're going to be going to Washington State University?
Yes.
And studying what? Did you have
I'm going to study nursing, but I want to I don't know, I'm really undecisive, but I really want to go into public health and, maybe become an OBGYN. That's my goal, but I want to further my education that way.
Yeah, and to your experience with the program and with the school, you had a good experience with in the whole schools?
Yes, well, the Mariachi program, I kind of owe it the reason why I'm going to Washington State, because Mr. Rivera, he made an effort to always take us to all these universities and like not only have a tour, but get to talk to the recruiters and get to talk to the admissions office and like these people that you don't usually talk to when you schedule a tour on yourself, So Mr. Rivera really helped. Like he would bring, if we couldn't go to the university, he would bring the recruiters in for us in the admissions office. And so I got to have a really close personal relationship with the admissions office at Washington State. And so that's the reason why I'm going there. And I'm like, I feel happy and comfortable there.
That's great. So you've learned a lot. You've grown your leadership. You're going to take those skills, go off to Pullman and to WSU, and maybe will you return someday to do maybe to this valley when you're done?
That's my plan. I really don't want to leave. So coming back after 4 years, 5 years after I get my degree, I'm going to come back and hopefully I work in like a clinic or I start my own clinic. I'm not sure, but I really do want to start a community house where students can come in and get free help for like tutoring or like just if they need someone like counselors or anything, because that's what the Mariachi program has taught me, or like has really helped me understand that in high school we do need a lot of support, and so students who don't receive support, they don't do good in school. So I want to help more like not just the Latino family community, but also like any person who needs help and really wants to get their high school degree and then their college degree. I want to be there for them and like give back to the community the way the community has given to me.
So you've had quite the career here, and,
yeah.
And I mean, could you have imagined when you were started out in 7th grade that you'd be going to WSU, going to college?
Yeah.
Did you have any dream at that point you'd be going there?
I knew I wanted to go to college, but I remember visiting like once and I remember hating it. I was like, no, it's too big, there's too many people, I don't feel comfortable. I felt like out of place. But during the Mariachi program, like Mr. Rivera pushed us to keep going and keep getting to know people and being more comfortable, being like outspoken, and like I don't know, it really pushed me to want to go to university, not just any, but go to Washington State.
That's great. That's wonderful.
Tell them about all your scholarships and your awards and your accolades this last year. I mean, she is the role model for the program.
Well, I did get a lot of scholarships. The school itself gave me a $16,000 scholarship for it's a leadership scholarship. So I do owe the Mariachi program for that. And then just the community gave me a lot of scholarships too. Like the preschool, since I went to preschools, they saw my leadership skills too, and they gave me a scholarship. And there's just so many, I can't remember all of them, but I almost have my first year paid off.
Congratulations. Well, that's wonderful.
It's like $25,000 to go to WSU, and she got close to $25,000 in scholarships.
Yeah, and they're all renewable, so.
Beautiful. Well, that's congratulations, and well earned, obviously, and you're just so well spoken, and I just that is an exciting story, and I think a model for other students.
What's great, Rufus, is that she got featured in the documentary in December, but there's going to be a whole story about her in the second documentary, from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, and I know that's going to be amazing of her good times, her struggles,
Oh, yeah.
and getting accepted to tell them all the universities you got accepted to.
I got accepted to Western Washington University, University of Washington, Washington State University, Seattle Pacific University, Eastern, and Central.
Wow, fantastic.
So she
That's
had
great.
many
Yeah,
choices,
yeah.
but
That's great.
that's what it's all about. That's what we do our job, and I'm so proud of Esmeralda, and what a leader and a gift to our community.
Great. Well, we look forward to you coming back and really making a difference here. But so, Pilar, you are a junior this year, or
Yeah, I'm going to be a junior.
going to be a junior, right?
Yeah.
And sort of how long have you been involved in the mariachi program here?
I've been in the mariachi program since 8th grade. That's when I barely started, and I'm still in it right now. And I'm really excited for these upcoming 2 years and getting to boost my leadership skills and really learn a lot.
And what was it about the program that got you that made you say, "Yeah, I want to be part of this"?
Well, I realized that you could connect with how how I'm Hispanic and my parents, and and I really got to what was it?
Well, she got to express your culture, right?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And your leadership. What leadership skills? What has mariachi taught you?
Well, you get to really meet other people, and since I'm going to be activities coordinator, I have a lot, to look forward to, and the leadership.
Yeah, so we have officers that do certain jobs, and so one of her jobs is to build what Esmeralda do is keep the tradition alive of building community and getting to know each other, because as in a workplace or a school, you have to learn how to get along with everyone. We try, in a perfect world, we wish we get along with everyone, but it doesn't always work that way. But it takes a lot of team building, and so I'm really proud. And why don't you tell them about the experience that you had in Olympia?
Oh yeah, paging. I was sponsored by Brad Hawkins, and I met people from around the state, and that was really amazing. And I got to attend a press conference from the governor, and I was the only page there, so I was really nervous. But I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And I was there for a week, and it was kind of nerve-wracking, but I got to experience a lot of things. It was really cool.
And as far as the music, now you're a violinist, correct? Yeah. What part of the music is kind of touches you the most? What is? I mean, has music always been part of your life, or is this something you've grown to love?
Well, it's kind of both in a way. I'm not sure how to explain it, but the best I can would be like when I sing and when I'm up on that stage and I can see everybody enjoying me, like the song that I'm singing and how everybody's having a good time, and I just feel really good when I'm singing. It's like awesome.
Well, you guys have an amazing program, and you're looking at schools as well, right? You're kind of thinking about Washington State.
Yes. Go Cougs.
She wants to be. She wants to follow in Esmeralda's footsteps. But tell them all the universities that you ladies went in your 2 years, 3 years. Name them, and name all the schools that we went.
Washington State, of course. I've also UW, Western, Eastern, and
there's so many.
University of Idaho,
Portland State.
Cool.
And then this September we're going to Montana State University. They invited us all. They're sending a bus all the way from here to Montana for us to go to Montana State University because they read about our program. So it's really cool that universities around the country are trying to recruit these leaders right here.
I can see why.
Yeah, because Esmeralda had like 8, 9 offers and scholarships from and she goes, I don't know what to do. She had all her letters on the floor. She goes, Mr. Rivera, what do I do? I said, well, choose the best one. Yeah. and that's because we're instilling that leadership, that passion, and passion is contagious. If you have passion, and I see it in these kids every day, it's just so contagious. I just love it.
Every time around you, I get excited. So I think that's been one of the great pieces of this program is you've built this connection to higher education.
Yes.
You've built leadership. You've built teamwork. All the things that going out in the world, right, that make a difference, right.
And it's also the kids learning how to market themselves. Like just doing an interview like this. Esmeralda got it down. I go, do a promo for me. She's got it down. Pilar, can you do a promo for me? Or can I? I'm going to the radio today. Can you come with me? And they had it down in English and Spanish. And so when our students go to job interviews, they do the best because first they're not scared because they play. But then you see how articulate Esmeralda is. She just, as a 18-year-old young lady, to be that articulate is just amazing. She's going to be the top of her class and the top of the interview panel when she goes, and I'm really proud of her.
And when you opened for George Lopez, what was that like? What was that?
Tell them how you felt.
Well, he came in and we were waiting there for a while, but when we saw him, we were like, oh my gosh, it's George Lopez. And, we saw him and then he was really nice and he offered to pay for our food and we took pictures with him and videos and he really complimented on that, to the program and all of us, and it was really neat.
Yeah, he liked cherries.
And
he loves cherries. He said he never tried cherries like that. You see the cherries that are on top of a sundae. That's the only ones he's tried. And on there, so he was on there. And also, this year has been another banner year. I thought last year was a banner year, and I thought the year before was a banner year. But thanks to the Town Toyota Center, we hosted the Mariachi Festival. Esmeralda was chairing it with me. And tell them about the Mariachi Festival at the Town Toyota Center. What that experience that you learned, because that's the first time we usually have it at the high school, but we took it to the next level. And so why don't you talk about that, Esmeralda?
Well, at first I thought I was going to be at the Wenatchee High School, so I was like, oh, this is going to be okay, easy, small job. But no, once I moved to Town Toyota, I was like, okay, I have to move my schedule and just concentrate on this because it was a very stressful job, but I'm so happy I was able to participate in it and be able to share the experience with Ms. Rivera, because out of that experience I was able to gain so much leadership skills and gain it was really frustrating having to talk to these top people. I was like, Ms. Rivera, don't tell me to go talk to them. I'm like, I'm little. You need to go talk to them. You're the adult. But he was like, no, you got to learn how to talk to superior people, and you need to learn how to get what you want and get what you need. And so I was able to be able to it was so hard talking to Mark Miller and all these people and just trying to make the festival perfect, because that's what we wanted. We wanted the festival to come out in perfection because we wanted Town Toyota and our community to see that our mariachi is a big deal here in Wenatchee, and we can't just stay at the high school anymore. We need to move to a bigger arena because it's a big thing now. It's it's affected many
We had
lives.
record numbers this year. We had 400 participants from 15 different cities, from as far as Seattle and then Mount Vernon and Spokane. I mean, Walla Walla. It was just amazing, and we filled up the arena. So I want to thank Toyota Center and all the things that we've done is to build the community. So what you're talking about.
Yeah, building community is absolutely critical, and what you've done is truly magnificent. And as students, you've really created something that all of us are super proud of in this community, and you've created a framework for the people who follow you. Pilar is going to follow you, and others coming up that are going to achieve and go on to great things and go to college and come back and make a real difference. And so
you see the ending product,
and it's obviously
right. It's right there.
Not much work needed to be done here. So the sky is the limit, obviously.
Yes.
And so, I'd like to thank all of you for spending a little time and talking about this amazing experience with George Lopez, with your experiences with mariachi. It truly is one of the remarkable stories of this region ever, and it's brought more people together than almost anything I can imagine. So thank you all.
We're not done, Rufus. We have some gifts for you, and she has to present it one more time. But you want one of these shirts.
Okay, I know.
You want it. We wore it. We wore it. So I was going to give it to you before the interview, but you got your own Mariachi Huenachi shirt, sponsored by Gear Up program, and
nice.
also.
A sign.
Sign, wonderful,
Yes.
nice.
And your very
And-
calendar.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you guys.
And we're going to put the Wenatchee World logo
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Next on, we're getting our calendar ready for next year, so I'll make
Well,
sure that's
wherever
on.
I can help out, let me
Yes,
know.
no,
But
I
thank
know,
you,
you're
thank you all
amazing.
for everything you do, and just really cheering you guys on, and it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.